Good morning, SKN. I'm Jamie Morris.
And I'm Cortenta Carty.
Today is Wednesday, also known as Hump Day, so we're glad to help you over the hump for the week, midweek crisis, we call it. Because you're looking forward to the weekend, but you're still going out to work, so it's a little bit of a conundrum. In any event, hey, you're here with us, and that's what is important.
Where's Whiskamus, though?
Morning. I do not know.
Oh my gosh, this camel just seems to be eluding us this great Wednesday.
Guess he is. In any event, it is time now for the latest in local news. A press release from the Secretary's Office, Minister of Tourism, Civil Aviation, and Urban Development, the Honorable Marsha Henderson, at the recent Citizenship by Investment Program Evolution event in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, or UAE, boasted of the nation's success in the tourism industry and the new tourism campaign, Venture Deeper, which encourages travelers to indulge in the wonders of St. Kitts and Nevis. The Minister of Tourism stated, St. Kitts and Nevis is known for our compelling travel experiences, our natural beauty, exciting events, and exceptional hospitality, as she described the Twin Island Federation. The Honorable Marsha Henderson added that the Twin Island Federation continues to enjoy high visitor ratings as we offer rich experiences steeped in culture and history. We continue to experience tourism success, as seen this past summer with the St. Kitts Music Festival, as well as the successfully executed St. Kitts and Nevis Restaurant Week in July. Currently, 9 airlines fly into St. Kitts and Nevis: American Airlines, British Airways, United, Air Canada, Delta, Winair, Liat, Silver Airways, and Sky High. St. Kitts and Nevis recently received recognition from the World Travel Awards as the Caribbean's leading dive destination and the best Caribbean hiking destination from the Caribbean Journal.
Nice, nice. Small but we tell when we get in there. And the fact that we've gotten so far to the UAE, that's good things. We continue now, this from Win Media SKN. The Attorney General of St. Kitts and Nevis, the Honorable Gad Wilkin, joined law ministers and senior legal officers from other Commonwealth, Caribbean territories, and Commonwealth nations for a Commonwealth Law Ministers meeting on the theme, Strengthening International Cooperation Through the Rule of Law and Protection of Human Rights. Wilkin confirmed that while in dialogue with the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of Rwanda, they discussed various legal systems that can be adapted to serve the people of St. Kitts and Nevis, particularly innovative legal aid and criminal investigation systems. Wilkin also confirmed negotiations for technical support for the Federation's Criminal Justice Reform Project from the Director of the Criminal Justice Unit of the Ministry of Legal Affairs in Trinidad and Tobago. Given the rise in international cybercrime activities, Wilkin said a National Computer Emergency Response, a CER structure, needs to be implemented in St. Kitts and Nevis. The Attorney General explained the importance of small island developing states receiving input from international jurisdictions on matters relating to law and justice. For small island developing states like ours, it is important for us to participate in these sorts of meetings so we can share ideas and get knowledge from jurisdictions that are much larger than ours, so we can set our policies based on Commonwealth standards, and we can look at laws that other jurisdictions have and see if we can copy those laws or adjust them to fit our circumstances. And this is good.
All right. We're moving on from Win Media SKN. Tickets for the St. Kitts and Nevis National Carnival Talented Teen Pageant have been sold out more than 10 days before the event staging, slated for Tuesday night, December 20th, 2022. Interested individuals have been making repeated calls for the St. Kitts and Nevis National Carnival Committee to consider a much bigger venue to accommodate all interested. Despite the venue being changed from the Dome at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort to the Carnival Village, many people are still requesting that the Talented Teen Pageant be staged elsewhere due to limited space and tickets. The anticipation for the Talented Teen Pageant has been high since the virtual launch of the contestants last month. However, anticipation grew even more heightened when each contestant presented their first live introductory speech at the opening of Sugar Mass 51. The Talented Teen Pageant has not only received local attention, but has grasped the attention of people in the diaspora. One such person is a male model and pageant expert from St. Martin, Mr. Larry Hall, who has expressed his pleasure with the opportunity given to the contestants and their general confidence. He suggests that his home country emulate St. Kitts and Nevis and host its own Talented Teen Pageant.
I was having a conversation this morning, and I think we should just move to the cricket stadium. I say we like I'm part of the committee, huh? But it's only fair to accommodate everybody because everybody wants to go, including the kids. This is going to be a noisy and fun pageant. Now for the weather, it's mostly sunny with a high of 78 and a low of 70 degrees Fahrenheit. It is currently 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Take a look at your hourly and weekly weather and come back after this short break. We have regional and international news.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First, you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao bango.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN as we continue now with regional news. USVI governor welcomes efforts to clean up Port Hamilton refinery. This from Loop Caribbean. U.S. Virgin Islands Governor Albert Bryan has expressed his support for the Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA, moves to force Port Hamilton Refining and Transportation and the West Indies Petroleum Limited to clean up their oil refinery. The EPA ordered the companies to remove thousands of pounds of chemicals from the site, warning that its pipes and valves are severely corroded and in disrepair. The agency estimates that more than 40,000 pounds of anhydrous ammonia and more than 37,000 pounds of liquefied petroleum gas are stored at the refinery in St. Croix. It also ordered the removal of hydrogen sulfide. In addition, Port Hamilton Refining has been ordered to hire experts to safely remove chemicals identified, which was stored unsafely during a September inspection. Bryan stated in court, "It is welcome news that the open communication we have initiated between the EPA and Port Hamilton is creating a pathway to safely restoring this key economic driver in our economy. In our community," end quote. So that's good. Clean up the gas, make it safe for everyone.
All right, moving on to international news. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa resists calls to resign. This from CNN. After days of speculation, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa looks set to fight calls for his resignation, despite a report that found he could have covered up the theft of hundreds of thousands of dollars at his private game farm. His spokesman, Vincent Magwenya, said Ramaphosa would not be resigning based on a flawed report, and neither is he stepping aside. Magwenya added, quote, "The president has taken to heart the unequivocal message coming from the branches of the governing party who have nominated him to avail himself for a second term of the leadership of the African National Congress," end quote. Prior to the report, Ramaphosa was widely expected to win a second term as ANC leader. The ANC's top leadership is expected to meet in the coming hours. Ramaphosa's fate is likely to be top of the agenda. Ramaphosa has not made any public statements since the report. Ramaphosa was elected to root out corruption, but he is being probed in an ongoing scandal linked to the theft of more than $500,000 in cash from his private game farm in 2020. According to the panel investigation, the cash was stuffed inside a leather sofa. The panel, led by a former Chief Justice, found that the crime was not reported to the police and that there was a deliberate decision to keep the investigation secret. So this is definitely one to watch, but he does seem to have the support of his party.
Indeed. I'm just amazed at the cash in the sofa.
Nah. That's what you're amazed by. I've seen worse. I've heard of worse. All right. Well, there you have it for the latest for today. We'll be back in a moment with more Good Morning SKN.
Children, how can you tell a tsunami coming?
Teacher me.
Sammy?
My mother said when uncle jump in the pool and the water spoosh out, that's how you tell a tsunami coming.
Settle down, children. Settle down. Do you remember our tsunami song?
Yes.
Mommy, Uncle not here and the other shake.
Hush your mouth.
Daddy, Uncle not here and the sea gone.
Who cares? You don't see all them free fish? Quick, give me the bag.
This is how you tell a tsunami a come. Teacher says so. I would have failed in school, you know.
Sammy, come, let me go. They would have failed anyhow. Let me run, see Sammy.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Good morning. Good morning. This is Kayana Paris and it's a poem from Paris Lamont. I want to encourage y'all to sign on to Good Morning SKN every morning from 8 to 10 at Studio 327. Thanks.
You ever hear Earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I coming Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the doorway or any exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, don't want to run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN, and it is time for another installment of Black Legend Wednesdays. Today we will be speaking about renowned African-American actress Angela Bassett. How familiar are you with this young lady and her work?
Well, I know that she's not a young lady, so I'm familiar with her, and She's been around for a while, so she
How
has
can
had
he
an
decide
impressive
she's
career.
not a young lady, y'all? You're lucky she passed 50, so you get away with that one.
Ooh,
Yeah, she's past
I
50.
see. She's not young.
She looks, listen, she looks hot in that movie, huh? I want her trainer. Listen, her definition is on point. My favorite thing to say, thebomb.com. Yeah, hot, yeah. So do you know any of the movies she would have acted in, though? Let me see if I can jerk your brain.
Let's see. Yeah, how Stella got her groove back. That was, I guess, the...
Ooh, la la.
She
Yeah.
acted in Wakanda.
Uh-huh.
Black Panther, rather, not in Wakanda. Although she might have been in Wakanda when she acted, so I could get away with that one. And many others. I mean, she's had a lucrative career.
She has, for sure. I also found out somebody told me earlier I need not to stalk the young lady, but she went to the Yale University. That's where she started her career. But prior to that, she said they did dramas and poems at home. So I guess she and her sister knew what they wanted to do from a while back. So Angela Bassett was born on the 16th of August, 1958, in New York City. Raised in Harlem, Bassett is the daughter of Danielle B. Bassett and Betty Jean Gilbert. She does resemble Keke Palmer. She does. The young.
Really?
Yeah, look at that. She looks like a younger version of Keke Palmer. And Keke Palmer does a good impression of her in one of her movies. Look at that face. Man, look at the fro, Joe.
Yeah, I see that.
Love that fro, man.
All right, on to her education. Bassett attended classes at Boca Ciega High School in Gulfport, Florida. After she graduated in 1976, Bassett went to Yale University, where she got her bachelor's degree in African American Studies in 1980 and a master's degree in Fine Arts in 1983. Right.
She studied hard. Look at that fountain of youth. She got to tell me the secret, you know? So when I get to that age, I don't look my age.
Okay.
Yeah. Her education in 1974, Bassett went on an 11th grade class trip to Washington, D.C. While there, Bassett and her classmates were able to see a rendition of the play of Mice and Men at the Kennedy Center. One of the actors in the play was none other than James Earl Jones, who hadn't yet become immortalized as the voice of Darth Vader. Despite this being pre-Star Wars, Jones' performance still inspired Bassett to consider acting as a career for the first time. So that deep voice man.
Yes.
You know, the one thing I remember him from is Coming to America. Yeah, that's the only thing I swear I remember him from. Ooh. Look at her back, boy. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
She inspired me. Ooh.
All right, look at her career. Before her acting career kicked off, Bassett worked as a photo researcher as well as a receptionist working in a beauty salon. So perhaps that's where she learned some of her beauty.
I know her tips and her hairstyle. Shucks me. Ageless beauty, I must say. Bassett made her acting debut with the 1986 film FX, starring Brian Denny and Byron Brown. The film follows an accomplished special effect artist being hired to stage the murder of a man entering the witness protection program. True to it being her debut, Bassett portrayed a small role in the film as a television reporter. True to it being
So
her
let's take a
debut.
look at this video showcasing her first role in FX.
It's true, there's an informer involved. Why is the department being so silent about this? Lieutenant Murdoch, is it true there's an informer involved?
Why is the department being so silent about this?
Lieutenant Murdoch, is it true there's an informer involved?
Why is the department being so silent about this?
Being a reporter is a lot. Look at all the shoving.
Department being so silent about this?
Lieutenant Murdoch, is it true there's an informer involved?
Why is the department being so
Wow.
Small role, but she was starting out.
Yeah. But you can't miss her. She is visible. You cannot miss her. She definitely stood out in that role.
All right, so on to her family life. While at Yale, Bassett met actor Courtney B. Vance. The two were married in 1997 and remain so to this day. The couple lives in Los Angeles with their two children, twins, a boy named Slater and a girl named Bronwyn, born on January 27, 2006 via surrogate.
Nice. Oh, they're cute. Wonder how they feel to have famous parents. Both parents being actors. Angela is best known for portraying strong black women in a number of biographical films and TV series. She received much praise for playing Betty Shabazz in Malcolm X. She impressed the audience with her portrayal of Rosa Parks in the TV movie The Rosa Parks Story. Her voice and her face, oh my God, iconic. Iconic. There is this next actress. I think she's 70-something. She can still do the somersault. Oh my gosh. The two of them sort to look alike. I can't remember her name right now. It's not Loretta. Loretta is the dark lady. Oh man. She has a deep voice too. She acted in a lot of Tyler Perry Medea movies as the mom, you know, the bougie mom. I can't remember her name right now. Is it Lynn Whitfield? You know Lynn Whitfield?
I know Lynn Whitfield, but I'm not sure.
Do you think they look alike? I think so. I think it's Lynn Whitfield. Because I was surprised Lynn Whitfield can still somersault at 70-something, huh? What? I want to be like Lynn when I grow up.
All right, so on to her career. In 1995 and 1998, she played major roles in two film adaptations of Terry McMillan's books, Waiting to Exhale and How Stella Got Her Group Back, respectively. In the former, she worked alongside Whitney Houston, one of the most awarded female artists of all time.
Stella getting her groove back on. Listen, that movie, huh? Angela Bassett continued to appear on stage productions, working with her husband, Courtney B. Vance, in His Girl Friday in 2005. The following year, she starred in another August Wilson play titled Fences alongside Lawrence Fishburne. Ooh, I like that set. I like her red. It's gorgeous.
In 1993, Bassett co-starred in the musical biopic What's Love Got to Do with It? She portrayed legendary singer Tina Turner in the film, which focused on her rise to stardom, as well as her abusive relationship with Ike Turner, played by Lawrence Fishburne. This is her most critically acclaimed work. It earned her a number of prestigious awards and nominations. Additionally, the film boasted favorable critical reviews and grossed nearly $40 million in the United States.
Good stuff. Look at those arms. Look at those arms. And those arms remain until today. She does look like Tina Boy. And Tina too.
The wig helps.
And Tina is looking hot at her age too. Man, shucks. I need to speak to those ladies and find out where is their fountain of youth. On March 20th, 2008, Bassett received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Nice. Lovely.
Recently, Bassett portrayed Dowager Queen Ramonda, Queen Mother of Wakanda in 2018. It's Black Panther and the recently released Wakanda Forever 2022. She also currently plays the role of Athena in the TV show 911, where she also serves as a producer.
Yeah, I didn't even know she was producer. I was like, wow. But most actors and actresses do end up producing their own stuff, I guess. Right? I need that headpiece, you know? It's lovely. Philanthropy. In between her various films and television projects, Bassett also pursues various philanthropic actions. She is an active ambassador for the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, and has supported various programs for the arts aimed towards youths. Additionally, Bassett has endorsed and patronized several yearly events for children suffering from diabetes. Oh, man. That's all for Black Legend? Man, oh man, oh man. So there you have it, folks. That's all for our Black Legend for today. Miss Angela Looking Fine Bassett. Yes, I gave her that new middle name. So there's much more after this short break. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
An exotic experience.
It's been 6 months now and Glenn hasn't been working. His attitude has completely changed and he's been leaving the house every day for hours and liming with his friends and coming home drunk and causing confusion.
Gloria, this is what you cook today? This is not enough food for a big man like me.
But Glenn, it's been 6 months now. You haven't given me any money to shop for food.
Okay, so what you want me to do if my boss ain't called me out for work as yet?
Look for a different job now.
What you just said to me?
Get a next job.
What?
Help! Let me go!
Let go what? Yeah, let's see what really happen. Let go what? Watch your mouth with me now.
Every day mom and dad fight. When are they going to stop?
Domestic violence is not just physical, it's mental, emotional, economical, and psychological. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492. Special Victims Unit 662-7077. Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
These teen boys nowadays get me so upset. I see these teen girls with their big bellies and you want to tell me y'all couldn't protect her and yourself? Come on. Now don't tell me no stupidness about you feel embarrassed about getting a pack of condoms or asking somebody for one. That ain't nothing to be ashamed about. You should be proud that you are making a wise decision, but you still have to abstain from having sex with someone under the age of consent. If your boys are pressuring you to have sex and you don't want to, then don't. You are in charge of your life, not them. I heard another one saying it's sweeter without a condom. But my granny always told me, no glove, no love. So let me tell you something. It's sweeter to have money in your pockets and not have to support a child at that young age. Before I say anything else, the best way to prevent teenage pregnancy is to abstain. In other words, no do it. Let me talk to the big men troubling underage girls.
Why you sleeping with your daughter? You not live clean. Your girl at 16 and your daughter at 13. So girl look me, but me no in that. Big man no deal with back pan back.
You understand where I'm coming from, right?
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. It's time for us to have some fun, and to do so, we'll be playing Hangman. So this is a classic word guessing game, and here's how it works. One person will draw lines equal to the number of characters in a word or phrase, and the other person has to guess what that word is. For every letter they get wrong, they get a strike, bringing them one step closer to losing or being. Is that correct? I always confuse these two, being hung or hanged. I think hanged is the correct word. So play with us and let us know your guesses in the comment section. All right, so you're going to go first.
Yeah, I'm going to go first. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
All right, E.
E? Mm-hmm.
A.
Ooh la la.
T.
T?
Mm-hmm. L. F. X. Z. P. O. C. D. V.
I'm trying to give you life here. Come on.
L.
L?
Yeah.
No. Don't tell him. Come
J.
on.
What? Didn't I say I already?
No. You never said I. So are you saying I?
I'm saying Jamie. Really?
You almost killed yourself. I should have never given you here. I should have hung you. Literally. An easy one I gave you. I thought you would have said all the vowels.
No, I wouldn't have.
There you go.
Thank you. I'll just continue drawing from there. That's all. It's easy.
That's cheating.
You already have. So I'll just continue.
It's cheating.
Yay.
I don't know what's Jamie's obsession with tossing paper. Go easy on me. Do not put angry little midgets up there. Wow. Oh. Ah. Okay, A. A? No A? E? You're supposed to draw that thing one bit at a time. I? My gosh. O? T? Wow. N? K? Shucks. B? Comedian. Oh! Okay, so it's not that word. Okay. Oh my gosh. Did I say you already? What is this? Martian. Oh my God. So there's no T, there's no H, there's no P. Oh, no, my clothes are gonna get wet. There's no P. Oh man. There's no O. It's not politician? Oh my God, I'm almost dead. Plantain? Why? Okay. There's no Y in there?
You're gone, Hortensia.
What was it? I tried everything. How am I supposed to know that was a musician? I thought it was a politician. Ah, la 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 la. Okay, hard word. Mm. All right, begin. Begin, kind sir.
S.
Wait.
P. C. E. N.
Huh?
N.
N? Okay.
O.
Making sure I don't cheat you, you know?
H.
Ah. Come on, you're doing well. You just have the top of your hangman. R.
Can I say A?
Huh?
A.
A.
I.
Come on.
Hortensia, that's not a word.
That's a word. That's a whole
Honorable
phrase.
Prime Minister, that's not a word.
Exactly. That's a whole
Hortensia,
phrase.
that's Hun Prime Minister. That's not a word.
It's a lovely phrase. I'm changing the stuff of hangman. Honorable Prime Minister.
Wow.
You got it. You did well. There you go.
Wow.
Why am I not getting to hang you though? I don't understand. Why?
I don't know.
Because you got to hang me and make me. You got to make me dead. What they say? Hang me and make me dead? Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Pretentious version of hangman. A phrase.
Yeah, clearly.
Let's go. Aha, I got you thinking. No, 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 no. Give me a word, a phrase. Wow. Is why you falling downhill now? G. Shucks. A. M. C. E. O. I. M. What? C?
You said that already.
Oh, yeah, I said C already. My bad. Anyways, I gotta. Jesus. COVID-19 pandemic. I finally didn't get to be hung. So one more?
Guess so.
One more. All right. Let me get a word and don't give Jamie a phrase this time. I humbly apologize, you know? Okay. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. That's it. Give me an easy one.
G.
Huh?
G.
No.
A. T. D. N. H. M. T. No, I said that anyway. It's fine. C. I. U. B. W. F. Z. Q.
Cut.
No, that's fine. S.
Come on. This is so easy. The easiest word I gave you. 4 letters.
L. Yeah, I give up. Okay.
An orca.
Okay.
I tell you, would have, once you got the CA, you would have. See, I couldn't give you the clue that we spoke about them early in the week, and they're dolphins, but they look like something else.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah, orca. So that was it?
That was it.
Yeah. Did I get my 3 words? I only got 2 words. So you owe me a word.
I owe you a word?
Yeah, you owe me a word. Yeah, you got your 3 words. This was your last word.
All right.
You owe me a word, sir.
All right.
Think of a nice word for me. GMSCAN Nation, how do you think we're doing? I know I gave a phrase for a word. Did you think Jamie should have gotten that easy 4-letter word? Oh my God, look at Ladash's. Okay, I'm going to start with the vowels A, E, I, O, U.
A. E. I.
O, none of them there? U? Oh my gosh. Ooh, there's a lot of O's. What word having so many O's? M? L? Wow. G? What? Oh my God. What? You said no A's in there. M? What has it now? P? G? Oh no, I have G already. Oh my gosh. T? What? What word is this? What word is that? I can't figure out that word. That word is rough. Oh my gosh. What word is this, boy? P? No P? Oh my gosh, I'm dying. Z. Zoo logo? I don't know. Zoo dog. A Y? The monkey games are over. This is a... Folks, there you have it for our hangman. I wonder, how do you manage to do guessing our words? Much more after this short break. Stay tuned.
Children, how can you tell a tsunami coming?
Teacher me.
Sammy?
My mother said, when uncle jump in the pool and the water spoosh out, that's how you tell a tsunami coming.
Settle down, children, settle down. Do you remember our tsunami song?
Yes!
Mommy, uncle not here in the other shake.
Hush your mouth.
Daddy, uncle not here and the sea gone.
Who cares? You don't see all them free fish? Quick, give me the bag.
This is how you tell a tsunami a come. Teacher says so. I would have failed in school, you know.
Sammy, come, let me go. They would have failed anyhow. Let me run, see Sammy.
Hi. If you are a smoker, please pay attention to this message. According to the World Health Organization, there are 1.3 billion smokers in the world today, and tobacco kills 1 out of every 2 smokers. Did you know that there is enough nicotine in 5 cigarettes to kill an average adult if ingested whole? There are more than 7,000 chemicals in tobacco smoke, of which more than 250 are known to be harmful. More than 69 are known to cause cancer, and 16 are classified as Group 1 carcinogens. Smoking kills. Are you ignoring that warning every time you smoke? Please stop. Smoking can lead to severe health complications and even death. It affects almost every organ in the body, especially the lungs and heart. It raises blood pressure, increases blood clots, and increases the risk of stroke, heart attack, and cancer. It is hard to quit smoking, but it is not impossible. Don't let tobacco destroy you. Remember the 4 Ds to curb your tobacco cravings. 1. Delay. Set a time limit before you decide to smoke. 2. Drink water. Go get a drink before you do anything else. 3. Do something else. Have a goodie bag handy of other things to do. And 4. Deep breathing. Take at least 10 deep breaths every time you think about smoking. Quit smoking and live a longer and happier life. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, St. Kitts and Nevis.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. It is Christmas time again. Yeah, the time of the year when many look forward to and in anticipation of decade-old traditions. For this segment, Jamie and I will be speaking about some of our favorite traditions. Jamie, what are some of your favorite traditions? And we will begin with celebrating the holidays when you were in high school. Did you have any traditions?
Yeah, going to church.
While I was in school?
You said...
Yeah, but while I was in school.
Quick answer, when I was in high school.
Yeah. So this is church? Y'all didn't make any decorations? Like when we were younger, when I lived in Ghana, we cut out like, you remember the paper mache like things?
Yeah.
And we colored them and we put them all over our classroom and we made paper chains, colored them.
So you're taking this literally as in when you were in school? What were your traditions? When you were in school?
Yeah, literally, yeah, that's the question. What were your traditions in high
I thought
school?
the question was concerning the time period and not necessarily the location.
No, the location. See, school was in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you want my school traditions for Christmas?
Yeah. What did you do at school?
I went on vacation. Because there was no Christmas at school.
Never made any paper chains. You never made any of the hanging
Would you
stuff. that's in
decorate
Merry-
your rooms for Christmas when you know that you're out the first week in December?
Funny enough, we did that. And then when we got back to school in January, this is in Ghana, folks, when I was in primary. When we got back to school in the New Year, we took them down and then we made a Happy New Year to put across the class, the chalkboard.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, didn't do any
I
of that.
missed that tradition, those traditions when I moved here because even in high school we did them still. Because it's something that they carried on. Like my friends would send me the pictures of them in high school. They'd be like, girl, we don't do that over here. We don't do that over here. Yeah.
Singing Jingle Bells, Fat Man Belly Sway.
But that's not...
During the assemblies.
Who came up with that? Who came up with that? That was funny.
You guys remember that, right?
Oh my
God. Guys would remember that.
God.
So we're knocking the desks and, we're singing
Yeah,
Jingle
boy,
Bells. for the
real
assembly,
music in
but
class.
We're adding our own lyrics to it. Hey!
Ooh. Was it Santa? Oh, you said Fat Man Belly? I thought it was Santa Belly Sway.
No.
You run up the road and let
That
down
was
the
what we were
load and
talking about.
everybody smelled.
Never. No.
That
Never
wasn't
did
it?
that. I don't know what version. That was sorry.
I thought that's how the song went.
No, we had clean versions here.
But that's a clean version.
Yeah, not really.
Oh my God. Jeremy's leaving me out here to hang myself once more.
All right. So are there any traditions that you miss?
I just spoke about them, like making the paper chains and
missed
stuff.
them? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Making the paper chains and then us talking about us eating pepper pot and getting excited for Christmas. Listen, I enjoyed my young days in GT. I wish I could get them back. I'll do them a little differently, I'll take the opportunity to do every single thing because then I'll know by 10 I'll be out of there. Yeah.
All right. No, I can't say that I really miss doing anything. We're still in school?
Yes, we're still in school. But here in school, the last, coming down to the last, how we used to just hang around the class. We didn't really have to go to school, but we still went to school. And we used to hang out with our friends and we go to our other friends' classes because, some of us weren't in the same class.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And we had a lot of time to play the hand games without the teachers wanting to whoop us. But at least we were still going to school. We didn't think school would have been that of a burden because we enjoyed getting to spend the downtime with our friends, knowing that a few days later we're just going to get our report cards and be sent home.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. The reports came later, though.
Yeah.
From my experience. In the mail. Anyway, traditions you don't believe in?
Christmas? I don't know.
I don't know that
Santa Claus.
How many of those? No,
believe
I
in
think
Santa
Dolly
Claus.
Parton and I believe in Santa Claus. We both do.
Oh, I don't believe in Santa Claus. They fooled me until I came to my senses. So, Santa Claus. I don't like the Santa Claus vibe. Yeah. As I said, I love the smell of the polished floors, the smell of the new curtains, the smell of the pepper pot that was cooking 3 days before. Oh my gosh, I can smell it now. Oh man. I love waking up on Christmas morning.
Yeah. Things you look forward to.
Nothing.
Christmas morning is like a morning like any other. It comes.
No,
and it
no.
goes.
When you're a kid, it means a lot, Jamie.
So much anticipation.
When you are not adulting, it means a lot.
Yeah, it
Although
does.
you help to put things together the night before, even blowing up the balloons, because in Ghana we do balloons, right?
Okay.
So even blowing up the balloons were fun, because those are traditions that we brought with us to St. Kitts. But now as an adult, I have to do everything. I'm not looking forward to anything. Yeah. I need a maid. Yeah. So yeah, but maybe still eating some pepper pot because we get our mom to make it every year. So yeah, and the homemade bread. So that's what I'm looking forward to as an adult. Everything else, because Cortense has to do all the work. Yeah, fair enough.
Right, so things I look forward to now as an adult, rest and relaxation.
So you're not helping to put up the Christmas tree? You're not.
Christmas tree's up. It's already up.
What? You're early.
No, I'm not. It's
So the Christmas tree is just up and no decorations. Is this what we're saying? Do you have a real Christmas tree or do you have your recycled Christmas tree?
I do have a real Christmas tree. I don't have one as yet. I don't know if we're going to get one.
Okay.
Because I'm really not particular about it. It's just the size of it. It might be larger this year.
Okay.
So, depends.
So you don't wake up and look forward to the pine smell then?
You see, I've experienced that for so many years that it doesn't mean the same thing. So.
Also, your system's now dead into the smell.
Not that, but I mean, you've been through it, so it's like, okay, new experiences maybe? I don't know.
I keep saying I need to do GT Christmas because I want to go home and smell the polish, the floor polish, or the new vanillin. I want to smell all the pepper pot coming from the various houses. I want to experience the black cake. I want to experience going to eat from this one, that one. Yeah, I need a GT Christmas, y'all. Yeah.
Guyana Christmas.
Yeah, I need a GT Christmas like today. Jamie, you gotta experience it. Once you experience a GT Christmas, you'll never think any other Christmas is the bomb.com.
Huh?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I promise you.
Huh? Yeah, I've had white Christmases and I've loved them, so.
Oh, the cold ones. That could work, but
the snow
a
ones.
GT Christmas is the bomb. Link us in the comments and let us know. For those of you who may be watching us in Guyana, let us know how important the GT Christmas is. So Jamie, Carnival is big, better, and better in a good way this year. What are you looking forward to? It's back, Jamie, it's back. Do you see the excitement?
Yeah, I can hear it in your voice.
I asked him if he saw, not heard.
Yeah. I don't know, I'm not a real Carnival fan. It's, I can appreciate one or two events, but I'm not, like,
Carnival.
immersed in the activities, and I understand why people would be, and that's fine. It's a great time to relax and enjoy yourself, and
See some of your old friends that actually come home. But for me, as excited as I am, I don't like going into town to watch the troops, and I'm so happy that they change route. So they're passing by my house. Ooh, so I don't gotta go nowhere, cause I don't like the excuse and the I don't know that. No, I always looked at it on television. I could say the furthest I would have gone was when we lived on Greenlands, and it was right there. So we would go down the road and climb up in the Poinciana tree and look at everybody pass, just to be out of the crowds. But to be in town, no, too much for me.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who like that. You get to see everything anyway, so you feel like a part of it. If you go.
I don't like the bump-to-bump shoulder. Excuse me, coming through.
That's half of the festivities right there, especially if you talk about Juve morning.
No, she doesn't do Juve. They wake me up, but I hardly ever come outside. I don't understand. Like, I'm afraid to those people who are bouncing in the Juve. Let me say bouncing, because they say they're not fighting, but to me it looks like it could be fight moves eventually. But I guess it's tradition, so persons look forward to Juve morning, and I know they are. They're already buying their troop packages, etc., and they can't wait, as they say, we outside again, so.
Oh yeah, outside again, and the numbers won't rise this time like they did the last time. But anyway, we're outside again.
Yes, y'all, let's be responsible whilst we're outside, even if we have to wear a mask. Still, because it's whatever this flu is going to be named has started already. I wonder if it's going to be called the outside again flu, because that's the most hip and happening song that's playing right now.
Outside again flu.
Outside again. So it just might be called the outside again.
It'll be called something.
Yeah.
It'll definitely be called something.
I remember the one year was the creep up.
Yep.
It's funny how we use our songs to name the flu.
Might be called Corona.
No, Corona stale, man. We had enough of that. 2 years was enough.
It was only a year ago.
2 years is enough. We're not dealing with any more Ronas. We're dealing with being outside again.
It was only a year ago.
2 years ago. before the aliens invaded 2 years ago.
Well, technically, it was last year when we went through all of these things and lockdowns and everything else. So
But last year we actually had some shows that we could have.
quarantines, etc.
Yeah, quarantines, 2020. I'm a product of quarantine, which I didn't mind, you know, because sometimes you need your alone time. But yeah, I was a product of
okay.
quarantine.
All right, I'm gonna be quarantining over here, away from you.
Hey, I was a healthy quarantine product.
Okay.
Yes. Do you know why? Because once you came to the island, you weren't allowed to mix with the locals until you were cleared. And I knew I was clear, but they just couldn't see through me, so I had to go in quarantine. Yeah.
Okay.
Worked. So I had 14 days of peace and quiet and exercise at the OTI.
And OTI has never been the same.
Never been the same. You're a mess. Yeah, but look, I don't think we need to go through something like that again, because quarantine is costly. And for the average person that couldn't afford it and had to stay out there until there was the all clear to come home and they allowed you to quarantine, even being at home quarantining was expensive.
It wasn't expensive for me because I got back here in March of 2020.
You got back before it shut down?
Literally, like maybe a couple of weeks before
Okay.
it did. And yeah, I remember the guy came and pointed a gun. I was never more annoyed. The lady came to take my details, and the military guy, he comes out of the truck and he's literally like with his rifle. And I thought, I've got some words for you, right?
Wow.
But I kept my cool because there's just
I'm
a certain
glad
way
you
that
did.
you need to do things and it's unnecessary. And so yeah.
I didn't think they were educated enough about the fact or how to deal with it. And I'm not throwing shade at anyone, but like when I came through Nevis, right? So I came on the plane, I was checked on the plane. I wasn't allowed to come off the plane until the quarantine bus came. And when the bus came, by the time we drove out the gate, the police was there to escort me to the pier. We got to the pier, there's the doctor to check me, and then the quarantine officer came over from St. Kitts to get me. So I was like, wow, I feel like I'm being deported. Yeah, he came over on the boat to get me to ensure, I guess I didn't run away or I didn't go anywhere. And then the part that hit me the most, he drove right past my house. I'd be like, sir, you know, you can drop me off because, you know, I'm good. He'd be like, miss, we're going OTI. Yeah.
All expenses paid.
All expenses paid by.
And guess what? This year we get to look back on that time.
And be grateful.
On 2019 and 2022 heading to 2023, and we've never been the same.
Never been the same, but once again, we're outside. So
We're
be
grateful.
responsible, yes, as Jamie say, we're grateful. Be responsible, take care of yourself in Carnival, respect each other's spaces, enjoy your jam, no fights, okay? All the best for the season, and we got so much more. Up next, do we speak to Hair Pop? Hair Poppin', yeah. So stay tuned, much more after this short break.
You see that new boy that just joined the school last week? He brought me a chocolate this morning because I showed him the way home from school yesterday.
You like him?
No, he's just my friend. Plus, he is my neighbor. He asked me if we can walk home together for lunch tomorrow, and I told him yes.
I don't like these big boys. They tend to like to touch girls without your consent.
What do you mean by consent?
It's when one person agrees to give permission to another person to do something.
He is cute though. Guys, you won't believe what happened the other day with the new boy from school.
What happened?
The other day, while walking home with the new guy, he followed me into my house. I thought it was okay because he seemed friendly and respectful. So I turned on the TV and offered him a soda. We sat in the chair together. Then he leaned over and kissed me. I was so shocked I sat up straight and asked him why he did that. He said he thought I liked him. I told him not in that way.
What? Girl, you should have never allowed him inside your parents' home.
My parents will be very angry if they meet any boys in our home plus kissing me.
Guys, we don't need to be burdened down with teen pregnancy and relationship problems at this time. Boys need to understand that girls are not sex objects.
Remember, You have the right to consent to every activity being performed, from holding hands to anything more, and to change your mind at any time. If your partner does not respect your wishes, this also is a form of abuse. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492, Special Victims Unit 662-7077, Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
Yo, what up? It's your boy and Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moment Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
Yo, this is your boy Smiley of the Grandmasters Band and you're watching GMSKN. Hey, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just make sure you're watching GMSKN. What up?
Hair Pop is a beauty and lifestyle brand with a twofold mission to get quality natural hair care and lifestyle products into as many homes across the globe and to empower independent Black businesses. Here with us is Dominique Lescott, founder and owner of Hair Pop. Welcome to GMSN, Dominique.
Good morning, Dominique.
Thank you. Good morning. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you here. Before we get into the details about your business, what is your connection to St. Kitts and Nevis?
So my grandparents are from St. Kitts and Nevis. Well, Nevis specifically.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. I heard the accent, so you're not.
So I'm born in Britain.
Okay,
I'm born in Birmingham in the United Kingdom, in England specifically. I don't know why I said United Kingdom. Yeah, so I'm born in England and my grandparents are from Nevis and they moved to England during the Windrush era. And as a young child, I came back to Nevis often. So from the age of 18 months, my mum brought me and then my parents got married in Nevis as well.
Nice.
So I have a strong connection with the island.
Oh, sweet. Nice. So tell us about your journey to Hair Pop.
So Hair Pop started in 2018 and it was a result of my personal experience. So I've done lots of different things with my hair over the years and the last thing that happened, I had a perm and my last perm, it destroyed my hair. And from that I decided that I needed to stop doing this to my hair. And I'm quite active as well, so I like sports, I like swimming, I like running, and water is not good when you have a perm.
Nope.
It makes it very awkward.
Yeah.
So I decided to stop perming my hair and relearn what my natural hair actually, how to actually look after it properly, rather than just using protective styles all the time. And then I also found that there were a lot of independent Black businesses, particularly in the UK, in the hair industry, that have really great quality products, but just didn't have the time to be able to market them to people. So Hair Pop came about by bringing together quality, natural hair care brands and people that are looking for hair care solutions and don't necessarily know where to find them.
All right, so in that vein, tell us about the collaborations with those businesses.
So I went around mainly on social media actually. So I came here in 2017 or 2017, and I did a lot of social media research, finding out what brands there were, what sort of products they offered. And then I went back into the UK in 2018 to actually launch the brand. And I would go to every single hair show, business show, wherever there was going to be Black people, Black women, anything to do with natural hair care. And just to kind of get to know the owners, get to know people as well and understand their actual problems.
Why do you think our race is marginalized in the hair community?
I don't know why we're so marginalized, because as Black people, we actually have so much spending power when it comes to our hair care, hair and beauty. I can't even give you an accurate statistic, but a few years ago it was 5.25 billion was spent in hair and beauty, and Black women made up 80% of that spend. But we're not the ones that are making the things, we're the consumers of it.
Indeed.
So we're actually spending a lot to look beautiful, but we're just not being a part of actually making the money, which is why Hair Pop is about joining consumers and those independent brands as well.
So you mentioned joining. So these people these persons, I should say, that make the hair products, are they all Black? Is it, are they small businesses, or do they produce on a large scale?
So they are all Black, and that's quite intentional, because I feel that there are a lot of Black people that know what the problems are for Black women, men and children, and the products that we're accustomed to growing up with, we think that they're made by Black people because they might have a Black person or a shea butter on the front, but it's a lot of them are actually owned by Indian men.
Yes.
So they don't necessarily care about the quality of the products. They contain a lot of harmful ingredients that have led to things like cancer, infertility, and those sort of things. So it's really important for me that it's for us and by us, because we're going to know the problems that we have, and then these companies provide a solution. So most of them are small, but small in the sense that a small business is a company that's under 250 employees and making less than $1 million. I think it's £1 million or $1 million for a certain period. So, but then a lot of them as well are now on the high street. So they're in the bigger retailers, but they're still defined as a small business, but they're definitely getting out there.
Good stuff.
Right. So what products do you offer?
A range, so shampoos, conditioners, curling custards. We have men's grooming products as well, beard combs, beard oils, shampoo. So my thing is that I really want to be able to have a range of products for the whole family. So not just for women, not just for children, but the whole family to be able to use. So you name it, and I've probably got it. And if I can't get it, I will try and source it.
Okay.
What are you buying?
Well, I have beard oil.
Dominic, what has the feedback been from the men since they are included in Hair Pop?
The men really enjoy it, actually. I get a lot of male customers, which is quite nice. And I think they like the fact that they weren't excluded. But from the beginning, I always said that I wanted to be able to include men in the conversations and also be able to serve them as well. Because when we think of hair care, we just think of women. And particularly during the pandemic, I got a lot more male customers because men were at home, the barbershops were closed, and all of a sudden, people who would never grow their hair were now growing their hair. The men were growing locks, they were growing cream-rows, they were growing afros, they were growing their beards, because for some men as well as women, beards, afros aren't seen as professional in the workplace. So now being at home and the barbershops were closed, it was a good time for them to say, let me try this out without necessarily being judged.
It's funny that you are one of the lucky ones, I would say, to survive during the pandemic, because your business boomed.
Yes.
It didn't fall. How did that make you feel?
It felt really good. And also, I think, so part of it was because hairdressers and hair shops, barbershops were closed. So that meant people now were buying online. And my company, we supply online. So for us, it was really positive because there were people that never combed their hair before and now had to learn. So I would do virtual workshops showing people how to use products, when and what to use. And that was quite nice because it also got picked up by the BBC. So we did a workshop online for them as well. And then we would do Zoom conversations. But then, unfortunately, after George Floyd was killed, that spiked sales for us as well because people want to support other Black people, but it was also based on a lot of trauma. But it was positive for me because people were kind of like, well, I don't want to keep shopping outside of my community. This is one way I want to be able to support my community, but we were already doing this anyway, so it was just kind of, it was heightened for us.
Addition. Okay, stuff.
Oh, pardon the pun, but your hair is definitely popping.
Thank you. I try to live by example.
All right, so tell us about the name Hair Pop. How did you come up with that?
So when it comes to black hair care, I find that it can be quite political sometimes. So we will always see the sort of fist or the Afro comb, and everything looks typical. And I wanted to stand out because whilst hair is very political for black people, I also wanted it to be fun because I have a lot of fun with my hair. It's very versatile. I like to experiment with styles and colors and cutting and all those different things. So as well as it being about why is it that we can't go to work with our hair like this, it's also about, well, actually, I'm going to this festival, I want to do my hair like X, or I just feel like changing it to Y type of thing. So I wanted it to be fun, which is why the logo has really bright colors, because that represents me as an individual. It represents me as an island girl. And I just wanted to make the brand a really fun brand and inclusive, not so political all of the time. So that's why the name came about, and it's kind of a spin-off, you know, when we say, oh, your hair's popping, kind of thing. So it's meant to be fun, and your hair is popping.
So I got it. All right, we'll be back to continue this discussion. Stay tuned, everyone.
Yo, this is your boy Smiley of the Grandmasters Band, and you're watching GMSKN. Hey, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just make sure you're watching GMSKN. What up?
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
To Good Morning SKN as we continue our popping conversation as we pop our hair. So, Dominic, a few weeks ago, you and Chantel Miller of Island Girls Rock co-hosted a film screening event for, is it SORF?
Soft hair.
It's
in the accent.
Okay, so it's Soft Hair Film. Tell us about this initiative and the outcome.
So Soft Hair is a film by a Trinidadian filmmaker, and it's all about the discrimination of natural hair. And the filmmaker interviewed people in Trinidad to kind of get their experiences. So it touched on professionalism, families, relationships as well. So we screened that in the Malcolm Gishard Park. It's quite a nice venue. And it was really a really good conversation. So we watched the film, which was amazing. And then we had a panel discussion with Chantal moderated it, myself and 2 other people. And then we opened it up to the audience as well. And what was interesting for me is that, especially being from the UK, I always see discrimination from an institutionally racist perspective. So it might be through microaggressions in the workplace, for instance. But then coming to the Caribbean, we realized that people have the same sort of issues, but it comes from within our culture. But that is also probably a result of colonialism.
Yes.
Because I would just naturally think that you could go to work with your hair however, you could go to school with your hair however, and it would be fine. But there's instances of children in Nevis being sent home from school because their hairstyle wasn't accepted. Even one of the guests, as an adult, she was sent home from work because of her hairstyle, which I think is crazy, especially in 2022 and in the Caribbean where everybody well, the majority of people are black. But it was really good to be able to open up those conversations and for people to actually talk about their experiences of wearing their natural hair or changing their hairstyles or just the perception of being confident within themselves. So it was really a really good conversation, and now people want more events, more of the film screening.
Indeed.
So that was quite nice.
Nice. I'm glad it turned out to be a success for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
When we talk about natural hair and we talk about what it represents, to me, your perspective is really a fresh one. Because I love the way that you said that based on your background, where you were born, etc. It's institutionalized, but you come here and you realize there are a lot of the same undertones, and we don't attribute it to that, colonialistic past, colonialism.
Yeah.
But we have the same mindset, and you're absolutely right. Freedom of expression, natural hair. What are the misconceptions concerning natural hair?
There are so many. Sometimes it's just judgment. So one person's confidence is different to another person's confidence. And often that's what natural hair comes down to, in my opinion. So when I worked in London in a corporate office, I had a big red afro. And some of my colleagues would be like, oh my gosh, how do you come to work like that? You're so brave. And I would say, well, no one sacked me. And it doesn't stop my ability to be able to do my job. Exactly. I was one of the fortunate ones where my managers weren't saying, oh, you can't come to work with your hair like that. But then I noticed that as I came to work with my hair in a certain way with different styles, and other people started experimenting with color and styles and not wearing the protective styles all the time. So I definitely think it can be a confidence thing, because if you've had a perm all your life or you've had braids all your life, to then have your natural hair out, you need to learn how to look after it. And for some people, it's that perception that, oh, it's hard, or my hair's not soft, all these different things, when actually we just need to take the time to learn it, because everybody's hair is very different. For some people, they can spray it with water and it absorbs it, and other people, it would just run straight out.
Straight out.
So it's definitely something that we need to be able to work on. And I think for children as well, it's really good for them to be able to feel confident from a very young age, rather than feeling like their hair's tough or it's not soft or, it's different. And then that's just normal for them. Yes. I came from an area where it was after a certain age, you got a perm, but then no one taught you how to look after the perm. Yeah. So when you're a young person, you've got this perm, your hair starts nice and long and straight, and then it gets dry and it breaks off because you don't know how to maintain it and look after it. But if you only have your natural hair, then you only ever learn that. And when I have events, I find that a lot of parents decide to go back to natural because of their children. Because their children say, oh, mommy, I want straight hair, or such and such, and my hair's picky, or whatever kind of negative connotations. And then the parents go back to natural so that they can be an example to their children.
You had a perm once. Why did you perm your hair before going back to natural?
I didn't want to perm my hair, It's really interesting, because I know a lot of people say, oh, I really begged my mom for a perm. I actually didn't know what a perm was. So my mom, she was a hairdresser before she had me. So I always trusted her, and I always used to love getting my hair done by my mom. Sundays, her washing it, sitting down reading a book or watching TV. That was our kind of bonding time. And one day she said to me, I'm going to do something to your hair that's going to make it long and straight. And I was just like, okay. Didn't know what this thing was called, a perm. And then I was like, okay, this is the end of, getting my hair braided, because everybody always used to comment, oh, your hair's so nice. You always got different styles. But that was more of my mum's decision. And I'm not sure if it had to do with my brother coming along and me having all of this hair and my mum having less time. So it was probably easier for my mum. But I never really enjoyed it that much. Like, I enjoyed it when I first got it done and it's
Yes.
bone straight, but wrapping, I never got that.
Okay.
It was never something that I mastered very well. One side was straight and the other side was kinky, and I sweat a lot from my hair. And then as a like late teenager, especially being really involved in like sports, I was always riding a bike or doing something that was sweating out my hair. It just didn't make sense for me to perm it.
Okay, got you.
So very quickly, Dominique, we're going to pop up right now. So Pure Pop has organized some pop-up shops in the Federation. What's the objective?
The objective is to get natural hair care products across the globe and as many bathrooms as possible so that people can find solutions. So instead of saying, oh, my natural hair is too difficult, that's why I don't wear it, but actually to find the product and a routine that works for them. And it's not having an actual pop-up and an event is an opportunity to build a community and for people to ask questions to myself or to other people. You know, someone might come to an event and see you with your hair and say, oh, well, what do you use? Or how do you style your hair? How do you achieve that? They might ask me a different question. They might ask me for a different kind of advice. So it's really about coming together because for Black people, when we talk about hair, it's never just about hair. The conversation goes on to so many different things. You know, it comes down to workplace or sports or relationships, perception. So it's really nice to be able to come together and build that community. And when we had the soft hair event, that's what I really enjoyed. It was bringing people together and just seeing everybody really connecting because at the end of it, people were saying, oh, I want to work with that person or asking this person for their details. And that's really heartwarming for me. And just bringing people together because a couple of months ago, we had I think it was just before Easter, after Easter, we had a back to school event where I had a bouncing castle and we had a few local hairdressers and a barber that were just doing the kids' hair before they went back to school. So there was a bouncy castle to entertain them while the kids were waiting.
I think I saw that on your
and
Facebook.
yeah, it was really nice. You know, the children had a really good time, and for the parents, they just got to relax. Some of them didn't even stay. People were just dropping their kids out. Some of the parents stayed, and it was one less thing for them to have to do, and all the kids got to really have a nice time. So it really is about bringing the community together as well.
All right, so our final moments. How do people get in touch with you? Facebook, details, whatever, that's your camera.
Okay, so you can get in touch on the website, which is www.hairpop.com. That's HAIRPOPP.com, and on Instagram, Facebook at hairpop as well. Or you can contact me directly, 665-0203. And I also have a temporary pop-up shop over in Camps in Nevis where you can come and shop offline.
Dominic Glasgow.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, indeed.
More GM SKN in a moment. Stay tuned.
As a hypertensive patient, in my home, I reduce salt intake by not adding salt during the preparation of my food, not having a salt shaker on my table, limiting the consumption of salty snacks, and choosing products with low sodium content. That's why I am salt smart.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Let's face it, most parents or guardians don't want to think about their teens having sex, let alone contemplate the possibility that they might get pregnant or get someone pregnant. Teenage pregnancy is a situation that involves female adolescents. A teenage female can be pregnant as early as age 12 or 13, although it is usually 14 and older. The fact that teenagers become pregnant is related to many factors. Here are some tips to decrease teen pregnancy. Teach teenagers comprehensive sex education. Target messages at teen boys, not just girls. Get the whole community involved. Encourage mentoring, parental involvement, and support. This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Good morning, SKN. This is Lyrical. I just want to say blessings to you. There are a happy place in the life if you live in there. A happy place in the life if you live in there. Cause them at a happy place in the life. And they can't change. And they just come out here to do right. So whether day or night, they will never ever change. Blessings, blessings, and blessings.
Welcome back to GMSKN. Here with us is a well-known personality on the show. And you guess who? It's Ms. Shahira Flanders, Head of Media and Communications Unit at the Department of Agriculture. Today she is joined by Mr. Ian Chapman, Agricultural Officer, to share the details on the upcoming Agri-Christmas Night Market. So we love these markets so much. Guys, welcome back.
Thank you for having us.
Anytime.
Again, yes,
And
it's
again.
always a pleasure. Again and again. And of course, it is to talk about my favorite, a crowd favorite, the Agri Night Market.
Nice.
Christmas themed this time.
Nice. So how many Agri Night Markets have we have thus far for the year?
This is number 3.
Easter, no, 4.
Really?
Yeah, 4.
Oh, we were really popping.
Easter,
I like
Music
that.
Fest.
Oh yes, we
World
had the
Food
Agri
Day.
Easter Night Market, the Agri Fest Night Market, which was music festival themed, and then we had the World Food Week of Activities Night Market. So this would be number 4.
He's correct. He got it, man.
I must be correct.
Okay, Mr. Chapman, for the way.
It's your job to be correct.
Thank you. He's on point.
You mentioned Christmas theme. Let us in on this. Well, you don't have to tell us too much, but give us a little tease.
Listen, so I know you know that the Agri Night Market is my favorite event that we host as a ministry, but the Christmas, yes, that is true. It's true so far. But the Christmas Night Market, there is just something that is extremely special. I'm not sure if it's because it's the most festive one. Maybe it's that. It just feels like it has more love and lots of eating. Maybe it's the eating got me out.
Yes, Mr. Chapman. Add, please, add.
Of course, and you know, it's one of the, what you say, the time for sharing and giving. So you know that love atmosphere is in the air. So you know that it just brings out everyone and just have that, as Miss Flanders would have indicated, that festive atmosphere. And you just see like, and especially now Christmas, you know, when you have your loved ones coming back home, and, you know, thing. And as Miss Flanders would have just indicated also, the cooking type of thing. So, everybody now cooking a lot of ham and the different things, and they want the various seasonings and the different yams and the sweet potato to make the various pies and puddings and pumpkin and
lots of baking. Baking.
There's a lot of
this is fruitcake season.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And it's funny because I was just talking to someone about that this morning. Last year, that was one of the featured products that we had, the fruit cake.
Okay.
And this year, we're going to have lots of sorrel products. So sorrel is actually the featured product for this particular event.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're asking all the agro-processors, everyone who's that creative, you just come on out and feature whatever product in sorrel. It could be wine, jams, cake. You could go on and on the various different products, and just so that the country and the federation on a whole could just sample and see what SKN can produce.
Yes, because there are lots of people who've told me they've only had sorrel as the juice, and I had sorrel as ketchup, and I was mind blown.
Sorrel ketchup?
Yes.
I never heard of that till
today.
today.
We actually have agro-processors on island who make sorrel ketchup, and I had no idea.
How did it taste, yo?
It was really good. It was really good, and I said, you know what? I think I prefer local ketchup. Why do I need to get ketchup from overseas if we could use our own locally grown products to make these things? Yeah, I had a sorrel themed hot dog. I don't want to brag, but it was actually
She's bragging on me. Next week.
a pretty good combination. But yeah, we sorrel cake, the fruit cake that we usually have. We have a sorrel fruit cake mixture. It is moist and nice.
So will there be a fruitcake stand?
We're going to have fruitcakes, but the vendors are the ones who are going to be providing the fruitcakes.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's basically going to take the same format like last year, except we expect to have more sorrel products available this time around.
So what is the thrust for this event? What drives you to organize this event, and what do you hope to accomplish by having it?
Well, of course, continuing the economic drive of promoting our local vendors, farmers, agro-processors, we are now even partnering with the small business and entrepreneurship ministry, our sister ministry. And now even last night we just partnered with them, and they would have hosted a small business
night expo
at the public market. So you'd have seen that, and we actually we'd have gotten at least another about 20 of them would have registered last night to be part of our Agri Christmas night market. And maybe opposed to Shire, maybe Easter is my favorite night market. But yeah, and I was so pleased last night because when I looked at that and see how so much small business, and when I sat back and I said, almost everything that they are using, almost all of the businesses, you see some form of agricultural related entity that they are falls from. And everybody, I always say that, hey, agriculture is always the backbone of every single industry that you could think about, even clothing, soap making, whatever, you just name it. Agricultural product is always the backbone
because the raw materials and needed.
But that's exactly what I was going to ask. If you're looking for these raw materials, you're basically saying that you can source these raw materials here. And keep it local, and you can help to
expand and expand and what you would say, reduce all of our external debts and some of these things.
Reducing the food import bill, because of course we're also trying to maintain focus on meeting not only our sustainable goals, but the CARICOM 25% by 2025 agenda. So, so if we have more persons who are producing the local food and we have those markets for our farmers and our fishers, this is definitely going to be a plus for us economically.
And of course, and the value added aspect, because of course, even though our farmers produce, we may not be able to consume all of the products that they have. And this also now reduces the food wastage that is around. So we add value to them, of course, and then put them into products that we can use. Of course, as Ms. Flanders would have indicated with the sorrel pickles and different stuff that you can make, and these sweet relishes from
Yes. Yeah, you could make the relish too. I'm telling you.
So you
sorrel is underrated.
Well, most of the products that we have here on island now, I think we don't really capitalize on the industries that we are seeing. We still are a developing nation, things. So, what is one of our trusts of our ministry is to really go into value added and make sure that our country benefits from the full potential that it can benefit from. So you will see more of that in our new trust into 2023 and beyond, as Ms. Flanders would have rightfully indicated. It's part of our 20 by 25 agenda that the minister is really, really passionate about in trying to reduce the food import bill at least by 25% by 2025. So he has all the technicians on P's and Q's right now, making sure that we have our strategy and plan together to ensure that this goal is achieved.
Technical staff has work to do, but it should be a collaborative effort. So, of course, our most important stakeholders are our food producers, and so we want to partner with them and continue having these conversations so that we could move together as a group.
And that's very important because you guys are actually on the front line, and it takes a lot of vision to bring these things to fruition. So the execution also.
Yes, because it sounds easy, it sounds good, but it's definitely going to be a task.
Yes.
Because right now we import so much of what we eat. It's awful.
Yeah, we see that. Because we see when there is none, how empty those areas are, right?
Exactly, exactly. Most recently, we saw a viral photo
22.50
with eggs. Yes.
Oh, that was the eggs.
Yes.
I thought that was the lettuce.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, well, I was just gonna allude to that because the amount of persons have reached by my gate saying, Mr. Chapman, what is going on? A cauliflower is 28.50, a lettuce is 22.50.
It's serious.
And they just started calling the different prices, and I said, it's, well, sorry to say, it may get a little worse if we don't really buckle down and have that seriousness, and even some of the products that we take off for what our farmers seriously and take agriculture seriously, we may be
in serious trouble.
Wow. Yes.
Inflation.
And so events like this one, events like this one in particular, they give our food producers, our farmers, our fishers, our agro-processors, you know, and even like you said, the small business owners, the opportunity to showcase what they have, and at the same time, it also helps to introduce them to the new products that maybe they did not even know existed themselves as providers.
Yes.
So this is definitely a time for persons to register.
Of course, registration is ongoing currently. It comes to an end next Friday, the 16th.
So that's the deadline?
That's the deadline. Okay. Of course, as I said earlier, we just had a little thrust because, of course, we're trying to make sure that we could accommodate everyone, and we don't want anyone to be left out. So the registration is ongoing. It can be, forms can be collected at the Bastia Public Market, at the Department of Agriculture, at the Ministry of Agriculture, and at the Department of Marine Resources. So you could collect your forms there. It's not too late to register. You still have just a little over a week left to register, of course, but don't wait till the last minute because, as I said, the spots are going like, as our four parents would say, hot bread and butter.
Yes.
They are going fast. My last count last night before I left the market, I think we are up to 64 vendors currently registered. Wow. Of course, we still have another space. We have a target, maybe trying to meet a target of possibly 100 vendors, showcasing throughout the various industries, small businesses, agro-processors,
the food producers in general, food vendors.
All different forms of producers. So we have a target. So you still have another space for another 30-something persons possible to come and register.
Nice.
So, of course, I think we would meet our targets.
And the registration is free.
Free.
Yes, the registration is free.
$3.99.
I'm telling you.
Is that
you can't beat that.
the maximum capacity, or are you willing to extend it if you get more people?
I believe that more than likely, eventually,
we would have to be creative. Of course, there was some talk previously of maybe even extended it to just on the outside. Of course, having to seek the permission of the traffic department so that we don't disrupt the flow of traffic and make sure person's safety is in order. So, of course, and as we said, it's within the carnival season, so it's another, hey, maybe, and we are actually partnering with the carnival committee. So this time around, so it's slated on the carnival calendar as a major activity in carnival. So maybe, hey, even if we have to extend it along the whole of the Bay Road, and we have to, because at that time, you know, that is almost when most of our guests from foreigners, well, I wouldn't say guests, but
visitors and of course our nationals,
returning nationals back home, and we could extend the product and show them the product that currently that is being offered here on island, and see the tremendous effort that our people are doing to move our country in the right direction. That we will accommodate.
Another important thing to add as well is this year we are collaborating with the abattoir division in Nevis. And so they're going to be providing smoked beef, smoked ham, smoked chicken, rotisserie chicken as well.
Different products.
Yes.
So we are actually adding more features to the market, of course, keeping it federal and having those, our sister ministry from across Nevis comes down and showcase what they have, products that they have on sale.
Yes, and this is something that they usually do this at the end of the year. I think I saw recently the deadline for those persons who would like to place their orders early. The deadline is the 9th of December, and that's this week actually.
Yes, actually,
the 9th of December to place your orders, but they go really fast, especially the beef ribs, and I only know because a friend told me. I know for certain that the beef ribs
She's not afraid. I told her, you know, she's not making sure she's not
really
afraid.
fast.
She's not afraid.
I was asking for a friend.
The smoke ham go fast? Okay.
That's my favorite.
It's Christmas time, so.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
So you know that for sure because you ensure that you place your order, right?
Yes, of course.
You see?
I think I have enough colleagues.
He is his own friend.
I think I have enough colleagues in Nevis.
Okay.
That looks out for me.
So you got the connections.
I have, of course.
Exactly.
We have to have connections, you know.
That is another. That again is something that we're doing that is different for this particular Christmas night market. Yes, because we did not have that last year, and so this year.
This is our second anniversary, Cheryl.
Yes, it is. And so, yes, it is. It is our second anniversary, even though this might be our ninth one.
Ninth?
Probably. It's possible. You see so many of, oh my goodness.
And
there's so many. I know.
And there's even not possible in 2023 every month.
Ooh, Ian, don't tell them.
Oh, he already did.
He did. So they'll be looking.
No, I'm just joking. But we've been getting requests. Persons have actually been asking if this is something that can be done monthly. We actually had a farmer who recently, he did an interview with us, and he was asking if this couldn't be, intertwined with this Saturday market, so that it's something that's not just done in the night, but also in the daytime, and it goes right through.
And if I'm to add,
from 6 to 10.
Even on Christmas Eve, I'm already getting requests from some of the vendors at the public market if we could extend the time to maybe 10, 11 o'clock in the evening, because, that is the next day is Christmas Day, and people will be shopping, their last minute shopping. So that's also is another possibility. So maybe on unofficial Northern night market 2 days after. At the Bastille Public Market.
Maybe. It's a very, 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 very good event. I absolutely love it. I enjoy myself every single time. I have to tell you, trust and believe me, of all the events that we have been to, this one just feels
energetic.
Really energetic to me. Yeah, it really does feel. It is just a different vibe. You feel relaxed, and there is something special about Christmas music. I don't know about you, but Christmas music makes me want to buy.
Oh, wow.
Every time I step into the store, Christmas music makes me want to shop. And so sometimes when I hear the music, like if it changes and the radio plays, I said, let me gather my things and get out of here. It's a trap.
I like that.
It's a trap. Yes, because it is true. And I believe there is a study that actually shows that people buy more
music is
when they listen to that sort of music, and I'm
So
going to
you're gonna
look
have that
for
on the
it.
night market just to make sure that people buy more.
Don't tell them.
Don't tell you.
But you just did.
We're working on music. I didn't say we're working on only Christmas music, but we're working on music.
Nice.
So they would have to come to the Agri Christmas night market to find out if we have Christmas music. Yeah.
I see what you're trying to do. Okay.
So before
Ambush marketing.
So remind our viewers once again, when is the market, what time,
Yes.
and invite them to come up before we
So
go.
the second edition of the Agri Christmas Night Market is being held on Thursday, December 22nd. Thursday, December 22nd, 2022. And it's going to be held at the Bastier Public Market. It begins at 5 p.m. and it ends at 10 p.m. The last one that we had, though, we had people sticking around until almost midnight.
Wow.
Yeah, they didn't want to leave. They really didn't. I mean, I don't blame them because, fish was grilling still, lobsters were on the grill.
Yes.
I know because I bought the last 2 lobsters. No shame in my game. I did. I bought the last 2 lobsters. I don't know where you were. I was busy eating.
All right, we're not going to let you cut our camera. So, Ian Chapman, Sheriff Flanders, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for
Thank
always
you.
having
Always
us.
fun.
It's always fun to be
Yes.
here. I'm now becoming a
Celebrity. Yeah.
and a studio personal. I'm feeling at home.
Nice.
I'm almost saying this is almost like my second office.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Glad that you feel welcome.
At first, when I first came along, it was nerves and jitters, but
Look at you.
Mind
Starboy
you,
now.
I'm becoming a star boy.
let us use this opportunity to note that I had to drag him the first. I always have to drag them, by the way, and then I coax them into it, and this is what happens.
Yeah.
I've created a monster.
I may be taking your job soon.
There you go. Don't tell them yet. That's what she'll say. Thank you so much. Always a
Thank you,
pleasure.
guys.
Yes,
it's
thank you
always
so
nice
much
to
for
be
having us.
You're welcome. All right, we'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned.
I eat some veggies for dinner. Let me just check the amount of sodium in this can. Oh no, this is too much. Let me try our next option. They did say it's healthy to consume less salt. This is much better. I am salt smart.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Yo, what up? It's your boy and Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moment Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
Thank you for joining us today for another edition of A Good Morning SKN.
Yeah, we got a special guest. He's here on the outro with us.
Can we get him? Like, seriously?
Yes, we need to get him. Yes. Can we put him in the shot, please?
For once? You guys are...
Why? They're not working with
5
us.
seconds. Lemuel is actually on camera with us, but you guys are not seeing him because they're not... Lemuel, they don't want to show you. I don't know what's going on. Oh my gosh. You guys let that go.
Oh my gosh. Not cool.
Lemuel was just here and you guys did not switch the shot. How dare you?
They didn't work with us.
Wow, I will not be
We're gonna
taking
get
any
them.
direction from you.
We're gonna get them.
In any event. Now, we're moving on. Thank you for joining us today for another edition of GMS Scan. Tune in daily where you will find a little bit of everything. And get your friends and family to watch if you can. And of course, remember to follow us on our social media platforms, including Facebook and YouTube at Studio 3278. And on Instagram at Good Morning SKN. Like, subscribe, follow, share, and visit our website, www.studio327inc.com, to learn more about GMSKN and Studio 327.
Indeed. And as we always say, leave us a comment and let us know what was your favorite part of today's show. I have so many favorite parts. I hope you did too. And this is where I say see you tomorrow on Thursday at 8 a.m. when you will start your morning with us right here at Good Morning SKN. Thank you for watching. As always, have yourself a great hump day and see you tomorrow.